Good afternoon. In particular, my virtual teacher, Donald Trump. I hope everything will be all right. Today, I have to discuss another facet of your political life and business life, which somehow, got intermixed. By profession, by design, by your education, respected. We are over here to word in using more particular. Okay. Honorable teacher Trump, by education and training, family inherited training, you are a business person. How you came into politics, normally it happens, yes, all over the world, including United States of America. It's common practice. So, what I have learned during the days of while I was in America and even now, while I was in New York and in particular Dallas, Texas and Chestertown, Maryland, while I was visiting as a tourist, normally I had found, and now these days it's also happening over here, that what's the deal? It's America business wise, it's I think one of the world's biggest market. Billions of retailers would be there, wholesalers, manufacturers, and everybody is doing hard effort to make his fortunes, and ultimately the benefit goes to the state to become a rich nation. It's great in the comity of nations. It's great that your country, economic resources wise, is number one. If you are producing 25% of the total world oil production, and you have got, I mean, you know, I mean, your reserves are too more than Middle Eastern countries. That's great. God has bestowed America with natural as well as now in the past 2.5 to 50 years in the history of America since 1776 after independence. It's great. Now I come to the point, though always it is also the point, is that as far as the business is concerned, the Western, how they started slave trades, how America was discovered by the business person looking for opportunities, growth, and obviously many were thrown away there. Okay, they were expelled from Europe by the, uh, from the religious. That's another story why they've been, you know. But we should just remember slave trade from right from Africa, in particular. How they've been transferred there by the business community minded come explorer in Virginia, how Negroes settlement got there. It was all the business world who thought about it like that. Okay, they should be, there's a cheaper labor and they are slaves, and let them, settle in the America and took work from them as a slave. It's a gradual history up to the freedom of Negroes up till, you know, Honorable my teacher, another teacher, Mr. Obama. His story is self-evident. My point is now that American, business-wise, I belongs to a sheikh family. We sheikh, not Saudi Arabia sheikh, but a local product, in the subcontinent. We belong to a business class. Most of the time in our sheikh, in particular Kasuri sheikhs, we ask for deals. The rest of the sheikh, of other brands do talk about deal, but not normally they use the word deal. It is all the American culture, and it was not such sort of word even during the days of the first industrial revolution, second industrial revolution, and later on in the 20th century or in the 17th, 16th, 17th, 18th century, the days of you can say Adam Smith, and later on the development, in the West and industrialization, and afterwards, the development of the business world and the designing of MBA program by the think tanks of United States of America. Everybody has been trained to ask for a deal. It's my own experience, and now it's all self-evident all around us, even in Lahore, Pakistan, even in Rama Iqbal town where I'm living. It's almost a lot of the. Okay, I should cut short again. So you belong to such a society. Your training has been that that what's the deal? What's the deal? And that is the same spirit, you are, because it's very common in America, buy one, get one free, like that. The same sort of a deal you want to have with the rest of the world and the head of the leaders who are, all belongs to different background of uh, social setting and culture and at the stage of development. You are asking everywhere, like American, you're doing right. You are doing right according to your culture or what your training has been from since your uh, family business, your inheritance, business inheritance, and since your educational training and overall cultural, environment, whatever is prevalent in all of America. What's the deal? I want deal, but I think I will cut short. My dear, respected, this word I think I misuse in the context of America, honorable, you know, sorry for that, using too over here, respected, it's, anyway, leave it. My dear honorable teacher, Trump, you're asking nations, everybody asking you a deal, 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 deal. They don't have such a concept of like American of deal. In deal, in business, everybody wants that things. In the American perspective, you will expect two things from us. Once you will ask for our whatever your national interests are, what your personal policy, foreign policies in the White House and designer and think tanks are working on. Once would be that. But over here, the scenario is different. Belongs to such sort of a nation like Pakistan, asking them for deal, asking Middle Eastern deals, asking them for a better business deal, ignoring their millions of the downtrodden population, poor population who are living below belt. If you ask such sort of a deal from the African continent, their leadership, political leadership, who are not business person, who never have done any business, such sort of the cases, you will have a better deal because your country is superpower. You are leading towards Mars. Such sort of development is. Star Wars program of Reagan, this and that, space program, it's wonderful. I love it. But the thing is, the concept of deal, while putting, gun on the head of every head of the states and the intellectuals of the world and policymakers of the world, and asking them, okay, give me a good deal, otherwise I will trigger. My hand is on the trigger and I will kill you. This is not the way to get honorably, sir, Nobel Peace Prize. The world has have to pay price for it so that you can earn Nobel Peace Prize. May God bless you.